Revolutionary greetings, Africans. I hope you guys are well, guys. Okay, my name is Tibos Kosana. This is my channel. On this video, I'll be talking about Zwelinzima Vavi and his hatred for President Zuma. Those who do not know who Zwelinzima Vavi is the current General Secretary of SAFTU being the South African Federation of Trade Unions, and he formerly served as the General Secretary of COSATU, the Congress of South African Trade Unions, for the longest of time. I think from 1999 up until when was expelled in 2013. Yeah, I think 2013 or 2014, right? Zwelinzima Vavi. And Zwelinzima Vavi is one of the people who supported President Zuma pre-Polokwane, right? Pre-Polokwane, the ANC conference. It's the 52nd ANC conference that took place in 2007 in Polokwane. Zwelinzima Vavi was one of the people who were at the forefront supporting President Zuma to emerge as the president of the African National Congress. Remember, at the time, Jacob Zuma was the deputy president of the African National Congress, at the time when Zwelinzima Vavi led the Congress of South African Trade Unions as its general secretary. But subsequent, just after 2012, Vavi started to change his tune on President Zuma, right? And it firstly emerged as if it was more political and ideological. But as I'll show now, that actually Zwelinzima Vavi's hatred for President Zuma, is it hatred or is it jealous? But it borders on hatred, right? Has less to do with politics or ideological differences, but more on personal issues. I'd say personal issues for one, because you listen to Zwelinzima Vavi criticizing President Zuma, right? Criticizing President Zuma from these days in the ANC now into the Umkhonto weSizwe. Then you realize it is personal because it's more about the morals. He's always the one who's passing moral judgment on President Zuma or the MK party. Especially remember on the issue of Dr. John Hlophe. So the question is, but Zwelinzima Vavi cannot be the one who's passing the moral judgments, because he himself, he has been found wanting morally. Remember, this is the man who was once suspended by COSATU for having sex, right? For having engaged in that act, right? In the offices of the Federation, it is COSATU, right? He was found guilty of that, and in fact himself admitted to having slept with someone's wife in the COSATU offices. That's Zwelinzima Vavi. This is the man who today is passing moral judgments on other people. You see how morality is subjective. See how subjective morality is. And remember, even COSATU was accused of fraud and corruption, especially about the sale of the old COSATU offices. And the funny thing, this has followed Zwelinzima Vavi even into the South African Federation of Trade Unions, a federation which I'm a founding member also of, that was founded in 2017. Remember the second conference, National Conference of SAFTU, there was this drama and chaos surrounding Zwelinzima Vavi's mismanagement or alleged mismanagement of funds and the federation's credit card. So you see how these allegations that have already been following him of him mismanaging the funds of the federations from his days in COSATU into SAFTU. And again, this is the man who's always, because Zwelinzima Vavi is one of the people who suffers from what I'll call the main character syndrome. You know, we've got a political leader that acts as a celebrity, who always wants to be the center of everything. So that's why he's always doesn't get along with people that he works with. All the people that have worked with Zwelinzima Vavi, at some point they fall out. So you mean to tell me all of those people are wrong? He's the one who's correct. You see. And again, I'm saying his hatred for President Zuma, or his so-called differences, as much as well, he wants us to believe that these are mere differences, are personal. Remember, in 2014, there was 2012, before the ANC Mangaung conference, there was a lobby for Zwelinzima Vavi to be the ANC deputy president. To an extent that even the federation leaders, they went to Nkandla to meet with President Zuma to lobby him for this position. Officially, President Zuma said, but I've got no powers for that. So Zwelinzima Vavi must have taken it personal, seeming that President Zuma is rejecting him as his deputy. Hence the change of tune. Because you try to listen, I mean, he's now using the discredited state capture report against President Zuma and all those who are in the M-Controversy party. That report is nothing different than what he has been decrying, that those who were tarnishing his image in COSATU were using allegations. It's the same thing. It has not been proven by any court of law. So it cannot be that when it comes to him, then he says, no, people are tarnishing his name using allegations. But he's again using the same tactic of relying on hearsay and unproven allegations to tarnish other people's image. You see how personal it is, right? So I think Zwelinzima Vavi is just suffering from that main character syndrome and trying to be relevant, because he understands that him attacking President Zuma, attacking the M-Controversy party will obviously bring attention to him, because these mainstream media houses, they keep inviting him, right? So it gives him the relevance, because someone who suffers from the main character syndrome is someone who always wants to be in the limelight, who wants to be at the center of things. That's Zwelinzima Vavi for you. I mean, it's a shame that from 2017 up until now, 2014, he has not managed. He's been elected twice as a general secretary of SAFTU. He has not managed to establish even a single functional provincial structure of SAFTU. But he's devoting his energy on his hatred on President Zuma and M-Controversy party. But he's failing. It's been 7 years. Not a single constitutional provincial structure of SAFTU has been established under his leadership. You see. Anyway, guys, that's what I wanted to express on Zwelinzima Vavi. We are always welcome, guys, to comment in the comment section below. And please remember to subscribe to the channel and join to become a member to the channel and contribute to the channel as well. I'll really appreciate that. And remember to hit that notification button and share this video on social media platforms. Siyabonga ma-Africa.